Raven with Pampered Chef, and this is my fourth time recording this video because I've been so excited and I screw it up every time. So let's hope that this time is the charm. So welcome to the new fall products release. And so after you guys watch the official video from Pampered Chef, I wanted to go a little bit more in depth with some of the items. I think I have most of them here, and kind of compare some differences on some of the items that you may or may not have questions on. So hopefully I can get ahead of your questions. But if you have any questions, make sure you comment in the video. Even though this is a pre-recorded video, I am watching the premiere live with you guys. So, because I didn't want to divide my focus. So I want to record the video. And if you have any questions, just type it into YouTube, into the premiere page, and I will be more than happy to answer your questions. So I will be monitoring it. So let's get started. All right, so I'm going to move from here to here because there is a lot of cool things to cover. So the very first thing I wanted to cover with you is Brilliance Cookware. And I love this. First of all, look at how pretty it is. Look at the color, the nice blue. This is the only pan that I'm missing, I think, is the 4-quart pan, and I have the 2-quart here, and the 2-quart and the 4-quart are the same, except the 4-quart's a little bit bigger, so I'm going to show you what this has. And so little history for you, little anecdote. I have a set of all-clad pans that I received as a wedding gift way before I started selling Pampered Chef. And you may not be familiar with this, but all-clad is one of the top quality cookware. So when this set came in, I said, I'm going to pack away all of my all-clad stuff, and I'm just going to try this out and see. Because I want to be able to talk from experience when somebody asks me a question. So I've been cooking with this cookware for about a month right now, and I love it. I love it more than my all-clad set. Just going to say that right off the bat. So here's one of the features that I really love. So this is the saucepan, 2-quart saucepan, and then you can see the lid, and the 4-quart is the exact same way. I'm going to put this down so I don't drop it. So one of the things I like about it, you can see the lid has drainage holes on both sides. One side is larger and one side is smaller, right? The 4-quart's going to have the same thing. So if you're making sauces, or if you're making ground beef that needs to be strained, anything that needs to be strained, you can do it with these 2 pans, and it's really, really easy. It makes cooking so much easier, and you don't have to do that whole like pot thing like this that you normally do, and then half the meat falls into the sink. Yeah, that's what I used to do. Not anymore, not with this. And I make a lot of pasta. We're heavy pasta eaters here, so I use this all the time as a pasta saucepan. So the other piece that I like, so I have all the pieces here, and the other piece that I really like that came with this set, and I'm going to hope that I'm not going to drop something, but I will, is, I'm dropping it, is this puppy right here. This is the large skillet. Look at how big that puppy is on the side. This is probably the deepest and largest skillet that I have compared to all of my pans, and I do have the 12-inch Pampered Chef stainless steel non-stick, which is also nice and big, but it's not as deep as this. So I love this because it gives you so much more versatility in what you can cook, especially because it's so large. And if you take this off, this entire thing goes in the oven, which makes it so much easier. So Brilliance Cookware set is one of my favorite pieces that just released. And at first I was like, oh, I mean, I don't need more cookware, and Pampered Chef has 50 million sets. Why in the world would they release this? I can see why now, because it's been completely redesigned. And the interesting thing is, Pampered Chef considers this kind of like an entry-level cookware. So the price point is going to be lower than our traditional non-stick cookware, which is going to make it more affordable for more families to have quality cookware in their house, which is a win for everyone. Instead of a lifetime warranty, this is only going to have a 10-year warranty, but I can tell you right now, this is as solid and as resistant in terms of scratching as my regular Pampered Chef non-stick. So I don't think that that's going to be a problem at all, but I wanted to highlight that little difference for you guys. The other thing is, you guys probably saw that our new silicone tools have been released, and these have been super popular. We're selling tons of them. I think that these are probably some of the best cooking tools that Pampered Chef has released so far. And they released a new one, and this is the omelet spatula, right? And what I like about this is, yeah, you can use it for omelets. And I, be honest with you, I have yet to use it for omelets. I use this when I'm cooking delicate meats that I really need to get under there and kind of flip them or whatever it is that I'm doing. This shape comes really in handy sometimes to get into the corner of things when you're moving things around. I love this. This is a wonderful, wonderful piece. So if you already have the set, this will complete your set. And if you don't, then get started. So that is the other one. The other thing that I really love is this tiny little scoop. And this is awesome. And I thought, you know, I got a billion scoops. I mean, why would I use another scoop? And this to me is so handy. And I just keep it out basically pretty much all the time. I never put it away. And what I like about it is because it's stainless steel, nothing's going to stick to it. So it's easy. Like if you're measuring things on the go and you're cooking fast. And for me, you know, dinner under 30 minutes is a race every night. That's what I'm doing. I don't want to be in the kitchen more than 30 minutes. So this allows me to, like if I'm measuring, let's say some oil, and then I need to measure something else, I just rinse it off, wipe the oil, wipe it in, and boom, it's ready to go again. I don't have to wash the whole thing, which makes it really, really handy. And it's got measurements that are going to be up to 2 tablespoons. Hopefully you can see that right there. It's not going to blur out on you. So really, really handy. These next 2 pieces are 2 of my favorite pieces that have released. This, did not even realize how much this was needed until it came out. So I am a giant kitchen klutz. I tend to drop things, especially if I have bulky things on my hands. Like I love our oven mitts and they're great. They protect my hands, but they're big, right? And so because of my klutziness, sometimes when I'm pulling things out, I don't exactly feel what's happening with it. And I may not grab something as tight. And I have dropped many a pan on the floor by just being a klutz and not paying attention. These things keep that from happening. And these are little silicone hand grips, and they fit in every single cookware that Pampered Chef makes. So you can buy these and you can work on every single one of them. I got 2 for free in my consultant pack. I bought 2 more because I use these things so much. And what I tend to do is I tend to just, like when I'm cooking, I just put it on there and I just leave it. So I don't even, this is why I'm getting more, because I want to have all my pans that are cooking to have one of these on top of them. So I don't have to worry about moving from this pan to the other pan. The other thing that I like this a lot for is when I'm pulling my cast iron out of the oven. I really run into a big problem with that with my big oven mitts because they're heavy and I'm clumsy, like I said. So these are the perfect size to grip on the side of all of the cast iron skillets, including the enamel cast iron skillet. Works beautifully. So I love these. Highly, highly recommend them. This is a piece that I didn't think I was going to use, but actually I end up using a lot. So this here, if you can see it, this is a little handy dandy spoon rest kind of a thing. And basically you just take this little side here and it's just going to fit on the side of your pot, just like that. And you can put it in any side. I'm going to put it here. This one, you know, it's not obviously not going to fit over these lips here. And this is the other thing I love about this set, but it fits it. I've used this in my cast iron. I've used it in my rock. No matter how thick it is, it'll fit. And so what I like about it, when you're cooking something that needs some stirring and you have a spoon or something that's you're already using for it, so you just basically put this in and voila. You don't have to worry about putting that spoon down somewhere else. And you can put this as far in or as far out as you want, and it holds it. And it seems like a small thing, but this is a huge help. And you don't dirty like plates or spoon rests or anything like that. So my spoon rest has stayed very nice and clean the way that it was meant to be ever since I got it. So ever since I got this. So I don't use those anymore because I have this. So this is awesome. So this is the basic cookware stuff that came in. The other thing I want to show you guys is, I know that everybody loves our insulated bowls. And we normally have the 2-quart and the 1-quart. Well, finally, Pampered Chef came out with the 4-quart. And this is going to be great if you're having large family gatherings. Keep in mind, this will keep food warm for up to 2 hours. And it will also keep food cool for up to 2 hours. So you can really put anything you want to in here. This can go in the dishwasher, this bottom part. This here has to be hand washed, because if you put it in the dishwasher, you may get water in between these 2 lids, and then it may be very difficult to get it out. So I would not recommend putting it in the dishwasher. But as usual with these pieces, the lid just rests on the side, which makes it super handy to serve. And when you're done, the lid just fits nicely in there. It's got rubber grip, so it's not really going anywhere. For me, I use this a lot because my husband works a different schedule than I do. So if I cook something earlier in the night and then I want to make sure that it's warm for him, and for whatever reason, if I did not use my rock, I will put the food in here and it'll stay nice and warm until he gets home so he can have a warm meal as well. So this is this piece here. So if you already have the other two, this is an excellent addition to your collection. You're going to have all three of them, and I'm so glad that I got this. The other thing that came out, and I want to show you guys, is, you know, we used to have the 4-quart bowl that came out, I think maybe last year or the year before. We already had one of these that came out. Well, Pampered Chef released the other 3 sizes. And so this, I love it. They stack very neatly. Look at that. And I'll be honest with you, I have a set of these type bowls that are like kind of like that thick plastic-like thing, and it's got the rubber grips on the bottom, and the rubber grips are a game changer. So I have a set like this that I got as my first wedding as a gift back in 1996, and they were pretty sad looking, but I didn't have anything that was really good to replace it with because I like this material a lot. When this came in, I finally gave the other one away. So I'm so excited that I get to upgrade to this, right? And these are handy for, I use these when I'm making popcorn. I use it for cooking. I use these for salads. Anything you need in the kitchen. I mean, they're basically mixing bowls, but you can use it for so many other things. I've even put these on the table to serve because they're really pretty. So if you're making a salad, you can put your salad in there and you can serve it just like that on the table. And it matches all of the other Pampered Chef stuff that is going to be with it. So we're going to get into the rest of that in a minute. The next thing I want to show you guys is going to be 3 new seasonings that have come out. So we have the garlic Parmesan. This is the one I've used the most. This is fantastic on potatoes. You can use it on pasta. I've used it on chicken wings, on just regular chicken. Really, really delicious. I have not used this one, but I'm sure that you could use this for tacos. I saw a recipe online that has lots of dips. And then finally, this one, honey sriracha. This is fantastic on wings, guys. And there's actually a recipe for that. And for those of you who follow me in my VIP group on Facebook, and if you don't, you should, I'm going to post all the recipes that you can use with these new seasonings this month so that you guys are going to get first look at all the new stuff that's coming out and how to use it. So these 3 are game changers. Really, really love them. The next thing I want to show you guys is, this is a really cool set. It's the Autumn donut making set, Autumn Baker. This comes as a set, and it's really great to give to somebody as a gift, especially, you know, the holidays are coming. If you're going to someone's house for Thanksgiving, you want to bring them something nice. Why not bring them something like this? So what's included in this set is our beautiful donut pan. And I have this one wrapped because mine, this is the one that came in the set that I got, and mine is over there, it's kind of dirty, so it doesn't look as good as this one because I use mine all the time. And the other thing that comes with it is our Cinnamon Plus seasoning and the donut mix. So basically, you're giving them something that they can immediately take advantage of and make. And then it also comes with these 3 handy dandy recipe cards. One of them is for caramel apple donuts. The other one is for homemade mini bagels with pesto cream cheese. And the last one is for carrot cake donuts. Delicious. My husband's favorites right here. And so this has everything that you need to make these 3 recipes. And it's a really nice way to give somebody a gift from the heart, you know, because that's what cooking is. You know, cooking, when you're giving something like cooking for people, it's from the heart. So this is a wonderful, wonderful gift. I'm going to be giving tons of these away during the holidays because I love it so much. The next thing that Pampered Chef has released and come out with that I wanted to share with you guys is this rolling pin. So when it came out, I was like, oh, this is another rolling pin. You know, I got tons of them. Let me just tell you that I gave away all my rolling pins. I used this one, and I have another one that has a little bar thing on the side that I keep it because my mom gave it to me as a gift, and every time she comes over, I want her to see it. But this is the one I've been using the most right now. This is awesome because it's tapered, and those of you who have used the tapered rolling pins know it's a game changer because you can really make it the dough a lot thinner than you would do with a normal rolling pin. I like to move it around the dough. I make a lot of pie, and this is really, really great. The other thing that I like about it is if you're having to measure how thick to roll out your dough. So one side here is going to have the metric system, centimeters. This side here is going to have it in inches. So if you need to roll your dough out to 1/2 inch, it's right there. You just can put it on the table like this and measure it, and voila, you've got your 1/2 inch. Really, really handy. The other thing I love about it is this little hole here. I am going to actually, because my drawers are packed and filled with stuff. I have a really pretty cord that I'm going to wrap around here, and I'm going to be able to hang this on the wall. So it serves as a decoration in my kitchen, but it's also really handy. It's right there when I need it. So this is what I'm going to do with this guy. Love that guy. This is my favorite of all the things that were released. So if you ask me which one of all of those my favorites are, I'll be honest with you, these are kind of my favorites too. I love these. But this Stoneware has my heart. That's why I got started in Pampered Chef. I collect Stoneware. And when I saw this piece that was coming out, I was so excited. And so let me show you what this is. This is a nice, look at how deep this is, guys. Like I have the other 9x13s. I have like the old Heritage Edition 9x13, and it's nowhere near as deep as this. I think it's about like that. So I like the fact that it's really deep. So if you're making those like a lasagna for a lot of people, you can really layer and put all the layers in there. I just made some because I had a friend who was sick. I made 2 lasagnas, one for us and I brought one for her. And I used it for this because it really allows for all the layers to be in there the way it's supposed to be. It's also going to be, all of the new Stoneware from Pampered Chef can actually go in the dishwasher, which is a game changer. You need to make sure you look. There's a specific pattern on the bottom. And if your Stoneware doesn't have that pattern, it cannot go in the dishwasher if it's the older one. If it's the newer one, it can. I love the color, this beautiful white glaze here. And if you'll notice, this is why I said that this is going to match everything else that I was going to talk about later. Look at this. If you're serving, let's say, a salad, lasagna and a salad, this matches perfectly. Without even thinking twice about it, you're putting something that's completely coordinated on your table. Now, here's the part that I really love about this, because I am huge on not wasting. I don't like to waste stuff, and aluminum foil is one of the things I waste the most, because I bake a lot, and a lot of times you have to, put something on top to cover it so it doesn't get all the heat. So what I like about this is it comes with this beautiful tray that acts as a lid. So you can put this as a lid. You'll buy aluminum foil. You can put this as a lid on top of it. What I like to do with this when I do lasagna, so I do my lasagna here and I put the lid on top. And then about 10 minutes before it's done, I put my breadsticks on here. And it bakes here. And I don't have to dirty another pan. So this is already gonna be dirty because it's got all the bubbles from the lasagna on the bottom. Now this is gonna cook on top of it. Good to go. So I really, really, really love this. This is my favorite set that has come. I've used this probably the most that I have other than the cookware, but I've used this quite a lot and I love it. It is so easy to clean, so easy to use. The other piece that matches this that came out is going to be the large round stone. This is it right here. And now you may be thinking to yourself, well, this looks a lot like the white round stone, and it does. So I'm going to show you the other one. So you can see the difference in size. So the new one is a little smaller, and this is the white round stone. The other thing also is that the new one is a little bit deeper than the other one here. So this is larger and flatter, and this one is a little bit deeper, which is going to be great if you're making something like nachos or if you're making big cookies or things like that. This also matches beautifully. So if you already have the large one and you're looking for something a little smaller, this is a perfect set for you to have. Or if you don't have the large one and you never got the large one when you were able to, because now it's going to be discontinued, you can get the smaller one and it still will do the same job as the larger one. By the way, if you're interested in the large one, I have one left. If you're local, I'll be more than happy to sell it to you. That was from a customer that ordered and then she canceled her order. So I still have that. And I'll be more than happy to deliver it locally. I'm afraid to ship it because this puppy here is very breakable. So last but not least, this is adorable. So I don't have kids, I don't, but I have a lot of friends who have kids and a lot of friends who want to get their kids started with cooking. Why not? I mean, have you watched Kids Baking Championship? I'm addicted to that show, by the way. Baking is totally my jam, and that is what I watch all the time. So this is a great way to get the little chef at home started on baking. So this is a cupcake making set that is specifically designed for the little hands. So it's gonna come with a mixing bowl. What I like about it is gonna have the rubber down here, because you know kids put things on the counter and they tend to go like this with it. This is gonna really hold it steady so the batter's not going everywhere. And guys, oh my God, look at this. I almost died when I saw this. Look at how cute. This is their little scraper. It's beautiful color, it's little, it's gonna fit their little hands, and they get to have their own. So what would be more fun than them being in the kitchen and you have yours and they have theirs, right? Just getting started that way. This is a great way to get kids to get started. So this is the two pieces that, there's more pieces that come in that set. I'm showing them a little bit at a time. So it's also gonna have, this here is the cupcake form, and it is silicone, stretchy and bendy. And what I like about this, for kids especially, is that there's no danger of this puppy falling into the ground and breaking, and then pieces going everywhere, because kids are going to drop things. So you need to have things that are safe for them. This is going to be great. It's silicone, but it's not like that silicone that just goes everywhere, right? It's got a nice hard edge to it. So when they pick it up, it stays in its shape the way it's supposed to. So this is awesome for kids. Then this is the one that I had a cuteness attack when I opened it, because this is so cute. All right, so look at this. This is how they're gonna pipe their frosting on top of their cupcakes. There's 2 points. One of them is nice and round, and then the other one is the one that has the shape. And so the way that this is gonna work is very easy. They're just gonna open this up. They're gonna put their frosting in there. They're gonna close it. And then when they get ready, they're just gonna hold it like this with both hands, and they're just gonna pipe the frosting on top of the cupcake. So easy for them to use, and such a great way to get them excited about baking things in the kitchen. Imagine all the Christmas cupcakes and Halloween cupcakes you guys can do with this. And last but not least, there are 2 really cool little, I'm gonna pull one out of the bag, I'm not gonna pull the other one out of the bag. So these are just regular mats that you can put it either on a cookie sheet, or you can put it in on your counter, however you want to do it. So if you're making cookies, you can put this on a cookie sheet so that they don't have to grease it. But you can put it on your counter so that when they're making batter and things like that, this gives them a nice grippy place so that things aren't going everywhere. And there's 2 of them. There's one, here's the blue one, and here's the green one. And so these are nice and colorful, really pretty, really cute for kids to get started. And so I think that this is an awesome gift. And it's an awesome gift for you to do if you don't have anybody to give it to, but you're thinking about cooking with your child this holiday season. This would be perfect. You can help them make cupcakes, get them started, and you cook with your tools, and they watch you, and they get a chance to cook with their tools. Isn't this cool? And and here's the other thing that I love about this. So this is also small enough that it's going to fit in the air fryer. So if you're baking things in the oven, you can put this, have them prepare it, and they can put it in the air fryer and use that as an oven for them to bake their little treats. So wouldn't that be cool? So you're teaching all around, and the benefit of it is you guys can do it together, which is really, really nice. So that is everything that has released. If you're interested in joining my Facebook group, just comment below. I will put the link in there. I also made a little post on the bottom of this video that talks about all of my favorite things. The other thing I want to say is I have some very smart customers, like really smart customers, and a lot of them who booked parties for the spring release in March rebooked their party for the fall. So because of that, most of my September is booked. I have 12 parties already booked in September, but I got room for 4 more. So if you're interested in having your very own new Pampered Chef release so that you can get all of these goodies at a wonderful discount and even for free, message me, and it's going to be first come, first serve, guys. I do Pampered Chef as a secondary thing, so I can't really overload my schedule like a lot of other consultants can, but I can do 4 more parties in September, and I will be more than happy to do the parties for you. So first come, first serve. In the meantime, if you have any questions, you can post as a reply to this video. Don't forget to hit the follow button, and then hopefully I'll see you in my VIP group. All right? Take care, guys. Bye-bye.